As both students and teachers have got used to online learning, this has become the new normal. We are now moving to the more obvious steps of redefining assessments. Welcome to episode 7, E-Assessments. So I'm on the TestMo's website, and there are the usual tabs: pricing and build a test and login, sign up. So for now we can just not stress about the pricing, and so we don't need to go into the login and sign up also. We can straight away just build a test for free. Of course, there are going to be a lot of advantages of going into the price plan, but the free version also works well enough. If you have questions up to 50 in number, 50, and you think that not more than 100 people are going to take the test, then very well you can use the free version. Let's build the test. So click on build a test. Let's give a name to the test. Password. Set a password that you're going to remember. So we move to the settings. That's the name. So an introduction to the test. Okay, so the color scheme, it's optional. Let's just leave it for now the way it is. And we go to the questions. So you can have one question per page or just leave it as it is, all the questions together. And I'm not even bothering to randomize, but you can randomize the questions just by clicking on this checkbox. Now, the conclusion text. This is a nice thing. You can, customize a message. Let's say we are just thinking that if a person gets 80%, then the person is considered as pass. So there is a custom message. And if a person does not make it to 80%, any percentage below 80, so they are encouraged by another message. Now, what do I want at the end of the test? A score, of course. And who do I want to take the test? I'm choosing anyone because the option to choose with email addresses is only available in the paid version. And you can also choose how long is the test going to be, like 2 hours or 1 hour or just unlimited time. How many times can someone take your test? Also unlimited, or if you want a number of times, 1 or 2. So I've left it here, and I want people to enter their name when they take the test. So the next option is the browser functionality option. There is a technical disclosure by the website themselves. These features may work on some browsers, may not work in some browsers. So better to just leave it for now. Moving on to the notifications. No, I don't want to be notified on email when somebody finishes the test. So settings are done. Let's save it. And now comes the questions. So insert the question. Sure enough, all kinds of questions: multiple choice, true, false, matching, fill in the blank, essay, all kinds of questions. In the paid version, you also have question pools. This means that you could pick up already existing questions, maybe from a PDF or a Word file which you already have. That's available in the paid version. But nonetheless, in the free version, you can pick up any of these options. Now, multiple choice is common, but I want to take the second option because this multiple choice is one where many options could be the correct answer. And of course, you can keep adding any number of choices. But let's say my question is, now, if we want that, if and only if the person taking the test has answered all the 3 options correctly, only then should they score, then you unselect this. But if you want to give them partial credit for every correct answer, then you keep this selected. Autosave. So we can move to another question, and this time I can take the next one as an essay question also. That's it. We can't show the explanation with keywords because we are in the free version, remember? So that's it. The paper is set. It's saved. Let's move to the publish section. We can preview the test. That's what the student is going to see. Let's go back to this and publish it. This is the URL which gets generated. So using this URL, and you click this as open so that your test is now begun, and you can distribute this test using the URL. So let's go for it. The next person, let's say this person is ABC, answered only 2 questions correctly. It shows the exact date, and it shows the time that this person has taken the test. It's showing the customized message which we had given, which said this ends the test, and this person has scored 80%. It's giving also the message that well done, you are clear with important concepts. And here the scores are weighted because this is an essay kind of a question, and logged out. Let's see the other person. Answers the first question partially, incorrect of course, and doesn't answer the second one and just submits. So the message comes, please fill out this field, because it is important. Both the questions are mandatory. You have to answer this as well. Now when you submit it, and it shows that this was incorrect, and the message that please review the terms again. So log out. So I have actually taken the test from the students' point of view as 3 students. Now let's move to the administration. So asks for the password. Okay. Let's view the results. So the results are here. These are the names, and this is the score each person has got. This is the time they started on, and this is the time finished on. So even in the free version, you're able to see exactly how much time the person has started, and you get the result in the form of even how many responses there are, average time taken, average score, and score in the form of a histogram. And for each person you have it here. So if I click on any one person, it goes back into their test. It's a printer-friendly version. It can be printed as well for each individual person as well as for the class. You can view your results in various ways. So this was a very effective and easy way of carrying out assessments online. There are many more ways which I will be covering in my future episodes. The spread of corona has made us very hygiene conscious. But what about the hygiene of our mobile phones? Subscribe and stay tuned for next week's episode, in which we look at mobile hygiene. See you soon.